Congratulations! You have just taken the first step into a journey that will dramatically transform the quality of your life. How? By teaching you the power behind these three little words: focus, balance, and purpose. The system you are about to learn is based on these three words, and once you learn the real power behind them, you will become unstoppable. However, it's important to note that the one-source personal development system is not your average run-of-the-mill success system designed to motivate you for a short period of time until eventually you run out of steam. Nor is it some complicated system requires you to have an above-average IQ and the ability to multitask while standing on your head. Simply put, this is a system that virtually anyone can learn and implement into their life in a relatively short period of time to produce unbelievable results. The system is so easy but so effective that it takes less than 10 minutes per day to produce lasting change and achieve any desired goal. So, who can use the system and what can it be used for? Well, the easiest answer to that question is anyone can use it to produce virtually any result they choose. I don't care if you're a middle-aged man trying to lose 50 pounds and improve your relationships with your wife and your children, or if you're a single mother trying to stop smoking and get off public assistance. The truth of the matter is, it doesn't really matter who you are or where you are at this point in time in your life. If you're looking to improve the quality of your life or just create more of the success that you already enjoy, this system is for you. Okay, time to get down to business because the clock is ticking. Let's begin by taking a closer look at the word focus and the power that it possesses. Now, it's no secret that focus, or more specifically, directed focus, can solve even the most difficult of problems. However, it is easy to lose your focus with all the distractions caused by day-to-day life. Or worse, what happens when you know what to focus on, but you just can't seem to motivate yourself enough to get yourself to take action? I know I've certainly been guilty of this in the past. Let me ask you a question. Do you know anyone who always seems to take the time to focus or pay attention to the really important areas of their life? I mean the areas like their relationships, their health, their career, and their finances. Now, if you're fortunate enough to know any of these rare individuals, how successful would you consider that individual to be? Even though I'm not exactly what you'd call a betting man, I'd be willing to bet that anyone you know who really takes the time to focus on the important areas of their life on a consistent basis is living what the majority of us would consider a very successful life. Now take a moment to think about your own life. Can you honestly say that you take the time on a daily basis to focus on the really important areas of your life? Before you answer that, it's important to note that when I say focus, I don't just mean reacting to things that are being thrown at you throughout the day. I mean deliberately take the time to direct your focus on the most important areas of your life. I'm talking about things like your relationships, your health, your personal growth, and your career. Well, if like most people you answered no or not really, don't worry. This system is designed to teach you to do just that. But more importantly, it's going to teach you how to do it in less than 10 minutes per day and allow you to really enjoy the process. Right. So now it's time to let you in on a little secret. If all we do is focus on the key areas of our life without taking any action to improve them, then focus really isn't enough. Fortunately for us, it goes against human nature to consistently focus on a problem without taking some sort of action. The problem is that most of us take the wrong kind of actions. If we focus on being overweight, we feel bad, so we want to change how we feel, so we eat. If we focus on the fact that we don't have enough money, we start to feel bad, so we tune out by watching TV or having a beer. You see, If you focus on the right areas of your life that's causing problems long enough without improving, sooner or later, it will begin to create pain. What most people don't understand is that feeling bad, or more specifically, feeling pain, can be a very good thing. Pain can motivate us to take action. And action is exactly what we need to improve, even solve any problem we may have in our life. We just need to understand how to direct our focus to motivate ourselves to take the right kinds of actions. I'll let you in on another little secret. Each and every one of us has the internal need to avoid pain and gain pleasure. The real reason most of us don't focus on the problems in our life is that it becomes too painful, and we simply feel it more pleasurable to avoid them. However, I think most people would agree that ignoring a problem seldom makes things better. In fact, ignoring a problem in most cases often creates more problems. It rarely, if ever, creates a better life, and that's really what you want, isn't it? Isn't that really the reason you are taking the time to read this book? To design a better life for yourself. Can you imagine how much the quality of your life would improve if you just took the time every day to direct your focus enough to motivate yourself to take the actions required to really change your life for the better? Focus enough to motivate yourself to take consistent action daily and to make each day better than the day before. Well, you can. And it's easier than you can imagine. Allow me to ask another question. What do you think you would create by directing your focus to all the key areas of your life enough to take the required action to reduce or even eliminate any problems you may have in those areas? If you said balance, you're 100% correct. Having a balanced life is really what living a successful life is all about. Let's take a moment to learn a little bit more about balance and the role it plays in the system. As I mentioned a moment ago, having a balanced life really is what living a successful life is all about. For an example, would you consider yourself to be successful if you made a lot of money, but you were grossly overweight and maybe a chain smoker? Or what if you were in perfect physical shape, but your marriage was on the brink of failure? Or you were on the verge of bankruptcy? No, I believe most people would agree that to truly consider yourself successful, you must achieve and maintain levels of success in not just one key area of your life, but in several. Let me repeat that because I truly feel this statement is worth repeating. To truly consider yourself successful, you must achieve and maintain levels of success in not just one key area of your life, but in several. If you're wondering exactly what the key areas I keep referring to are, allow me to elaborate. There are 4 key areas I believe each one of us should direct our focus to on a daily basis. The first, relationships. As human beings, we all have a need to develop and maintain loving, lasting, meaningful relationships with others. Now, it's important to note that we all have a different level of this need that we require to achieve a satisfactory feeling of fulfillment. However, we all have the need. For an example, one woman may have a strong need to develop loving relationships with all the members of her family, her co-workers, and her fellow church members to achieve a feeling of complete fulfillment. Another person may only require one true loving relationship with their spouse or partner to achieve the feeling of complete fulfillment. Number 2, health and fitness. While many of us choose to ignore this key area, it goes without saying that one can never truly feel successful without achieving and maintaining a certain level of health and fitness in their life. Number 3, personal growth. As a rule, all living creatures on our planet have a natural need to grow continuously, and human beings are not exempt from this rule. We all have a need to grow as individuals, either through our level of skill, understanding, intelligence, or spirit. Simply put, you are either green and growing or brown and rotten. Number 4, finances. We all have a need for security and comfort. In addition, I think most would agree that it would be very difficult, if not impossible, to really create a successful life without adequate resources, which only money can buy. Trust me, if you don't have enough money to provide the things you desire for yourself or the people you care about, you will never create a successful, balanced life. Let's do a quick review of what we've talked about so far, starting with focus. In order to truly live a successful life, we all need to direct our focus on what I refer to as the key areas or the really important areas of our life on a consistent basis. However, it's not enough to merely focus on these key areas. We also need to motivate ourselves to take consistent action to improve these areas. Second, once we take the required action in our key areas, we will begin to create balance in our life. Balance is the key because for any of us to truly live a successful life, we must achieve and maintain success in not just one key area, but in several key areas. Once we have achieved or created a balanced life, the final step in our system is purpose. I believe that only when you have created and maintained balance in your life can you go on to live a life with purpose. We all have a purpose in life. However, everyone has a different purpose depending on who you are and where you are in your life's journey. You and only you truly know what your life's purpose is. The problem for most of us is we get so distracted with day-to-day life and the problems that occur from being out of balance, we fail to recognize our purpose. An amazing thing happens once we create balance in our life. Your mind becomes clearer. You become more in tune with everything and everyone around you. When you have balance in your life, you begin to notice things that you simply never had the time, energy, or desire to notice before. This is the point in your life that you will discover your life's purpose. It may come to you in a flash of inspiration, or it may become clear to you bit by bit over a period of time. However, trust me, it will come to you. The interesting thing about purpose in our life is that it's continuously changing for the majority of us while we are evolving as individuals. For an example, if you're a mother or a father reading this and you have young children, perhaps your purpose in life at this particular moment in time is to become the very best parent that you are capable of being. However, as time goes by and your children grow less and less dependent on you, your purpose in life may change to creating or taking part in the creation of some worthwhile organization. Perhaps you are a young man or woman with a drinking problem or some other form of addiction. Most likely, your purpose in life at this moment in time is to take enough action to get your addiction under control and get your life back on track. However, as you grow stronger, your purpose in life may change to helping other people with similar addiction problems by sharing your story and offering support. The point is, we all have a different purpose in life, and for most of us, our purpose will change several times throughout our lifetime. The important thing to take away from this is that until you create balance in your life, you most likely will be so busy reacting to all of life's problems, you will never realize what your purpose is. In my opinion, one of the biggest tragedies that can happen to an individual in life is to live a life without purpose, to lack the certainty that you are living a life of contribution, or worse, to reach the end of your life and feel as if your life had no real meaning. Wouldn't you agree? Well, if you answered yes, and hopefully you did, then this system is for you. I ask you now to join me in what I refer to as a challenge. The challenge I refer to is to live your life to the absolute fullest, to take the time to design your life and not just get caught up in trying to get by and settle for whatever life decides to give you. To not only discover your purpose in life, but to live it. I challenge you now to continue with your journey and learn to live the life you were meant to live. Before coming to the end of this chapter, I feel the need to share with you an interesting statistic I learned a while back when I began contemplating the idea of writing this book. Less than 20% of individuals that pick up a self-improvement book ever read past the first chapter. This, to me, is unbelievable. Just take a moment to think about it. A person decides to take action and improve the quality of their life and make some changes. They begin to read or research material that can provide them with the knowledge they desire, but then stop or give up before they even finish the first chapter. Don't get caught in this trap. I urge you now to continue your journey and discover the life that you are destined to live. It doesn't matter where you are in your life or what challenges you may face. The OneSource personal development system has been designed in an easy-to-follow format that virtually anyone can learn, and more importantly, implement into their life immediately to create the life they truly desire and deserve. In the next chapter, we will begin to explore in more detail exactly how this system can help you get your life back on track no matter where you are at this particular point in time. Don't become a statistic and simply quit like the greater majority. Make a committed decision or a promise to yourself right now that you're going to invest the few hours to learn this system that will teach you how to live a life with focus, balance, and purpose. You owe it to yourself.